let's see what this Saturday brings. Hey, Gate City Paul. Just first time watching. Of course, my name is Paul. I go to yard sales, flea markets, thrift stores, look all over all types of public classified ads, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, whatever. There's all kinds of different ones. Anyways, so I look for things to buy cheap and flip online. Saturday, you can see we just had the remnants of tropical storm, hurricane, whatever it was. Debbie just come through here where I live at in the central part of North Carolina. It was here Thursday and all of Thursday, a little bit of Friday, and then we had a nice, dousing last night. So it's a little wet. So yard sales might not be that prevalent today. I saw some on Facebook Marketplace. I saw a couple on the Yard Chart Treasure Map. I had a brain fart there for a minute. So we're going to cruise around. I do have some things to do. I got to take some stuff to the post office. Some buyers asked if I could mail on Saturday. So we're going to get going and look around. I saw a couple that said sports cards, so I'm going to head towards that way first. It's a little early. It's a little after 7 right now. Yard sales in my area don't usually kick off till like 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's usually when you start to see more yard sales kick up by that time. However, like I said, I got to go to the post office, draw something off. I do need to go to the bank to get some cash reserves, and so I got a little time to kill before the day starts to get swinging. So let's get rolling. While we wait in line at the ATM, 7:15 on a Saturday, there's 4-car line at the ATM. Anyways, I want to talk a little bit about the last video, more specifically all of those non-sports cards in big lot that I had bought. In that lot, I found a stack of cards that were already individually sleeves. Most everything in there was like in baggies and sandwich bags, Ziploc bags, and things like that. But then I found a stack of probably about 20 cards or so that were sleeved. Most of them were Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a new game to me. I've heard of it, but I have never bought any and never looked into it. And there was also some Pokemon cards. I was able to identify one card in the stack of sleeve cards that paid for everything at that yard sale. It's a Pokemon card. I know enough about Pokemon to overspend, because just like in sports cards, those types of cards have all types of parallels and variations and different print runs and things like that. There's, limited, special limited, secret limited, rare, ultra rare, reverse hollow, foil. I mean, just like sports cards, there's all these different ones that are the same card but different variations. Those of you who collect sports cards know exactly what I'm talking about. Sun right in the eyes here for this portion of the video. But anyways, looking through the rest of those cards, now of the 20 cards, besides the one, most of those other cards have an average sale price of between $10 and $20. So after fees on eBay, I should net an average sale price of about $12 a card, plus or minus some of the lower end ones. And I've only gone through about 8 cards. It takes a little more time than sports cards to identify those types of cards. Oh, I'm sorry, this sun right here is not making for a good portion of this video. Let me get out of this sun, we'll finish this portion of the video. Alright, so as I was saying, I was able to identify one card that basically covered the entire purchase, along with that jacket. So that yard sale for me was just a huge score. Average sale price for those cards, like I was saying, I think is going to be about $12 to $13. And that's just in there's like 20, 25 in this stack, and that's just like the first 8 cards that I looked through. So definitely these ones were separated and sleeved for a reason. Now, this is just what I saw in one box. You guys saw one box that had, all kinds of, I forgot the name of the game, that style of TCG game. So you saw that with the sealed products. So there's, some money there. I think that's like that big box is going to be like 40-50 bucks. The smaller individual ones are like 10-15 bucks, somewhere around in there. I'm going to try to sell those locally first. Later on, whatever I buy today, I take back to the storage. I'm going to take those pictures and post those up locally. I'm going to try to sell those locally first, see if I can get anybody to take those off my hands without shipping them. It just goes to show that, taking a little bit of a gamble, at the right price, could pay off and give you big dividends. I'm going to start hunting up some yard sales. It is now 7:30, so there should be some kicking off, some starting to set up. Maybe, be that annoying person that shows up to a yard sale early and digs through boxes that are not open yet. So I know I'm not going to do that. Get going and see what we can find. Nothing at that one. There was a table full of sports cards and I got excited, and they're all junk wax. Like literally mostly Don Russ and Topps and Fleer from like 85 to 90. I think I saw some 94s in there too. So 10 years of junk wax. And he had them all in Ziploc bags, separated by teams, and they were like $10 a bag. And he said there's 200 cards in a bag. So no, that not even close to something that I would pay for or buy. It never ceases to fail that when I go out with the intent and purpose of making a video about yard selling in my area, I don't find anything. I don't find any yard sales, or the few yard sales that I do find, that's not stuff that I'm interested in. So I'm going to change my strategy about how I do yard sales now. I think I'm not going to bring or go out with the purpose of making a video. I'm just going to go find yard sales, and at the end, kind of like last week, because that's what I've been thinking about for the last, I don't know, it's 9 o'clock now, and I've been to 2 yard sales. And last week, I didn't have the intent of filming. I was out and running some errands, ran across some yard sales with them, some good stuff, and then I made the video at the end. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I think I'm just going to wait till the end and do a video after that, with the stuff that I find, rather than trying to film at a yard sale itself. But for this one, we'll just struggle through. I'm driving now to the completely other side of town now to see if I find anything. I was on kind of like the southwest part of the town. Now I'm just gonna go completely to the north side of town, where the neighborhoods are a little more affluential, and maybe I'll find something out this way. You ever gone out and thought I bought a lot more than this, but yeah, that's pretty much all I bought today. I thought I bought more, but I guess I didn't. So let's get through it, show you what everything is. I try to break it down per sale, not in any necessarily order that I went to them in. Just what I bought it. The few sales that I stopped at. Anyways, so same sale, both thing. Paid $20 for all of this. These are two-way handheld radios. Originally, this is what I was only going to buy this, but then I passed by this big old bin of these LOL dolls, and another one of those, like, for the price, I was like, I'll take a shot. But again, two handheld radios, bin full of these dolls, these LOL dolls, and like accessories, I paid 20 bucks for it. It was one of like, I don't know if I did good here or not, but it was like, I couldn't pass that up for the price for, you know, all that stuff. Now, I don't think I want to try to break these up and, you know, sell them one by one with the accessories, because I don't really want to deal with it like that. So I'll probably start off with a Facebook Marketplace deal or posting to see if I can get rid of all of these in one posting. So let's just say I paid 20 bucks for this. Radios aside, maybe I'll try to sell this for 40, 50, I don't know. I'll put some eBay comps in here to kind of give me or give you an idea of what like a lot would be like. So we'll see. Again, that's a big lot. I mean, there's got to be 20 plus dolls in here, maybe 30, maybe more, I don't know. And a bunch of accessories. I got no clue about any of this stuff, but again, couldn't pass it up for the price. So one of my favorite things to buy is sports cards, and of course if they're, you know, in a shoebox. But this is 1980 Topps. Now I just know previously, and I just kind of ran down Topps company and saying how worthless it is. The early 80s Topps have some value. They retain a little bit of value. The 1980, if there is this card in there, which is a Ricky Henderson, I'll have to go through that and find it. But if this card is in here, you know, that's a deal, because that card is like 200 some odd dollars. If you get it graded, of course, price goes up, all that stuff. But I'd have to go through that and make sure that card is in there. I don't have high hopes, but $5 for 1980 Topps, you know, they are in relatively good condition. And this one I flipped through here earlier, it doesn't seem like all the stars were taken out of it, so there's a good chance that the Ricky Henderson could be in here, but I don't have high hopes. Let me take a few minutes to go through this and see if it is in here. If it is, I'll show it to you. Sadly, no Ricky Henderson, but I did find a Willie McCovey. When I did start to go through these, it looked promising, because, you know, I found a Willie McCovey, some Rod Carews, and a couple Pete Roses, and I was like, well, maybe there might be one here, but nope, there was not. Oddly enough, I found a few 79 Topps players cards in there as well. So I've bought and sold these bunches of times. Paid 10 bucks for this one, and this one is pretty much in open box condition. I think only one of the rings, and if you've ever bought these, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, only one of the rings has been used. The rest of them are still in plastic. It's clean. You know, I doubt they used it at all, but again, it's complete. We got everything in here. You know, pay 10 bucks for it, and you can sell these things for like 40, 50 bucks in this condition. You know, another item that I'm going to try to do locally first to see if I can get rid of it without having to worry about shipping it, because they're kind of heavy. But again, paid what did I say, 15 bucks for it. Probably get about 40 bucks out of it. If you saw the round tube, this is what's in it. This is a Magic the Gathering. It's laminated. The lady said it was a playmat, but I don't know. Most playmats I've seen are foam or rubber, but this is like laminated. So I'm thinking this is more of a poster. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take it down to my contact for Magic the Gathering stuff and see what he has to say about it. I don't think it's a playmat, but for $3 I couldn't pass it up. All right, Trekkies, let me know what's going on here. It looks like I got a bunch of postcards, and somebody took some time to kind of assemble these in some type of order. I got this whole bag here and this box, and I'm not really sure what these are. We'll look at them in a minute. But for $5, but like there's just tons of these Star Trek postcards in here. That one says file, so I'm not sure, but you know, postcards, another one of those, like they are easy to list, just you know, a couple pictures. They're easy to ship to get out. So again, paid $5 for a bunch of these postcards. So there's, you know, some money here. Long tail, going to take some time to get through them. And then that bag was sitting in this box. She just told me to take this box. I don't know. It's another more TCG games that I just don't know anything about. But I got this and that that map or play map or whatever it is. I got all that at the same sale. So this is some other type of player game. Again, haven't had time to look any of this up yet. If I do have time to look some of this up and put some type of comps in the video, I'll show it to you and we'll learn about it together. Again, I'm struggling because I have a hard time finding quality yard sales in town for the stuff that I'm looking for. It's not that there isn't yard sales. Okay, it's part of it that there isn't yard sales, but of the stuff I find, it's not the collectible variety, the antiquish collectible vintage type of stuff that I'm looking for. So I got to figure out something, and I don't know if that means going to like flea markets more or what, but I'm just having some troubles here recently sourcing for the type of stuff that I'm trying to sell. Now, I used to, when I did eBay for a while and ramped up, I used to sell everything and anything. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to, buy run-of-the-mill clothes or, shoes, that, only return me, $3 or $4 profit, things like that. I'm trying to raise I'm trying to, niche into, the collectible toys, sports cards, of course, some of that stuff. That's why I'm taking more chances on the stuff that you've seen for the last 2 weeks, is because that's more of the stuff that I want to buy into. I need to learn more about it, but, again, if I see it, I'm going to, start buying that stuff. Before, I would have never taken a chance on that stuff because, again, I wasn't knowledgeable about it. So I'm taking a little more risks now with, games. I'm going to hopefully dive way more into like video games. I didn't see a single video game system or even a game all day today. Went to 7 yard sales. Not a single video game system, not a single video game. So, again, maybe people are, selling that stuff on their own. But I didn't see that stuff. So there's my struggle. I got some things to think about and try to figure out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did.